Hey guys, what's up, man? Bruce Goes over here. Bruce Goes doing the 420 over here on YouTube. I hope we're starting to cook over here now, bruh. I have got to check out my YouTube channel, make sure I'm on the air over here. I believe I am. Okay, we can cut that down there, and we'll get started here, bro. It's 420, man. I hope everybody's feeling good. Let's start this off with a little ditty here that I wanna start off with you here. A little weed music. Let's see what it sounds like here. Panama Red, Panama Red. He'll steal your woman and then he'll rob your head. Panama Red, Panama Red. On his white horse, Mescalito, he comes into town. I bet your woman is up in bed with old Panama Red. The judge don't know when Red's in town. He keeps well hidden underground. Everybody's acting lazy, falling out and hanging around. My woman said, "Hey, Bruce Goes, you're acting crazy like a clown." Nobody feels like working. Panama Red is back in town. Panama Red, Panama Red. She'll steal your woman and then they're gonna rob your head. Panama Red, Panama Red. On his white horse, Mescalito, he come breezing through town. I bet your woman is up in bed with Panama Red. Okay, we're gonna do a little break here. Everybody, make sure your Toker 2 is nice and clean, and make sure you got some fine herb for this show, because we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into it way back in the day. Thank you, sisters. Everybody's looking out for him, cause the no Red satisfies. Little girls like to listen to him sing and tell sweet lies. When things get too confusing, honey, you're better off in bed. And I'll be searching all the joints in town for some Panama Red. Panama Red, Panama Red. He'll steal your woman and then he'll rob your head. Oh, Panama Red, Panama Red. On his white horse, Mescalito, will come breezing through town. I bet your woman is up in bed with old Panama Red. Panama Red, Panama Red. He'll steal your woman and then he's gonna rob your head. Oh, Panama Red, Panama Red. On his white horse, Mescalito, will come breezing through town. I bet your woman is up in bed with old Panama Red. Panama Red. Panama what? He'll steal your woman and then he's gonna rob your head. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. That was just a little something we wanted to take care of before we started over here, man. I appreciate you coming in like you wouldn't believe here, man. That was just a little ditty here. I see we got a few people coming in the room over here, man. I appreciate it, man. I see my brother, Mr. Pads, in here, man. I see Tim Muzzy. Jay Blue's my brother. Mad Chad, as always, my main man. And Neon Eyes, Peace Princess, thank you for coming by. Carlos Mendoza. All right, man. And Andre Southgate, thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for coming in, man. You know, we're enjoying a sundown over here on the bay. It's getting a little dark out, and man, it's 420, and I'm gonna break open the humidor, my humidor, excuse me, over here. We're gonna see what's available for today. Let's see here. We got some of the infamous. What is this shit here, man? Let me see on the side. Let me see what this is here. Oh, this is the Chem Dog. This is a nice little strain, Chem Dog here. And we got a little bit of the very, very tasty cookie, the Tahoe cookie, man, a favorite of mine. And we got a little bit of a little bit of this white grease here. What is this here? This is the Tahoe cookie, and this is the Cali Dream. Cali Dream, another nice strand. And last but not least, I got one butt of this green crack. Like that's what we're gonna do for this show. We're gonna finish this one off. This has been here for a while. A little of this green crack, man. This is a nice strain. It's a memory now. Oh, I need my little tray. That's all right. I use my COVID test kit over here to take a few pinches of it on. But anyway, man, I'm having actually this is my second buzz of the day. I was going to try to make it my first, but that didn't work out as we all know. So we're gonna do a trio here to get started and get this show going. Oh, let me get a little hospital in here, man. A little welcome music over here, man. One more. We'll let that kick in and enjoy a little water with that. Love that water. You know, I always expound on water, man. Water is the key of life. Keeps everything hydrated, man. Keeps the throat nice, so I can spit the show out. But hydrates the organs, keeps the skin nice. Everything, man. Water is life. If water's not your number one drink, man, get on it, bro. Water's the key. Lovely bong boxing of water. It's funny. Last night, I went to bed a little earlier than I normally do. I don't usually lay the head down till about midnight. And last night, it's been a long weekend. You know, fights all weekend. I've been up till 2:00. It was an average thing. Salute my brother G5 in here, man. Haplotype. Thank you, brother. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it, bro. And last night, man, I put CNN on because I can't fall asleep to music. It has to be like something boring like news. So I put CNN on. I'm going to bed. I'm laying back and this show comes on. It's called Lead 6. And it was about the powers that they're finding out for autistic children, and they're giving them the CBD. Actually, they're giving them they're trying to give them stronger THC than is allowed by law. A big thing in Texas about it. They're trying to give them 10% THC. They right now I think it's a 0.5%, and it was brought up to 5%. They wanted it stronger. But anyway, man, the legislation is for this. A lot of conservative red states. You know, they're seeing how these children, man. You know, I couldn't imagine to have an autistic child. It's almost like you lose your child. And I was watching some of the children trying to hurt themselves and hurting their parents, and it was very messed up. And then when I saw that the parents had tried everything, psychotropic drugs, they've tried gluten-free diets, they tried anything that you could give them a little bit of hope. And one couple said that their neighbor gave them a brownie that they made, and they gave it to their daughter, man. And this daughter was banging her head against the wall and punching herself. It was heartbreaking. But man, as soon as that brownie kicked in, she started like smiling and relaxing, and it was quite a thing, man. I'm gonna see if I can bring up this thing on my share over here. I'm I'm new to this, as you know. So I'm gonna try to bring this up. I'm gonna put this fine music we're listening to on hold, and I'm gonna see if I can get this share screen here working, which I wanted to try here, and I'm gonna just show you a little bit of something I saw last night. I think I lost it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Yeah. Put it on share the screen with this. Share the screen with that. And I wanted to show you guys this. This was pretty cool.
Pretty impressive changes.
When you say seeing some impressive changes, what do you mean?
Children whose aggressive behavior was daily and it's gone away. I mean, gone away. A lot of the kids are more social.
A banana kiss.
Banana kiss? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the purple one.
He's easier to redirect. I can kind of like suggest like, hey, can we do this or we do this? Okay. Or yes, mom. Or okie dokie.
Ezra is more patient, not hitting, not excited.
We have to share, okay?
Able to attend school.
So what are you making now? Come here. Come here.
And at home, he's doing things Joanne never dreamed possible, like cooking and singing.
So what is going through your mind at this point?
I'm getting my baby back. I'm getting my baby back. We could set up the dinosaurs and
But you know, as we were talking, there was something still nagging at me.
Do you ever think that your expectations are influencing how you think he's?
yes and no. I don't know how he started changing. I don't know how he started communicating. I don't know how he started to be reasonable, how he stopped being aggressive.
This is something I caught last night. Like I was saying, man. It was I said I had to share this, man. I had to if you guys get a chance, man, check out the program Weed 6. But anyway, man, let's talk about the what we like about the weed. I mean, but that just has to shows you a little something there. Hang on a second. I got to get my director to help me here. Hey, baby. Babe.
Coming.
Can you turn that light on over there for me, please? I think I'm going in darkness over here. Let's see if that's
Well,
gonna
you
help.
are. It's 4:30.
If that's gonna help a little bit here. Yeah, a little bit, man. Anyway, there we go. Hey, I said let there be light, and there is light. So now we're back on track, and yeah, that what happened? There we go. Difficulties in the 21st century. Can I have that little tray too, please, baby? Thank you. I'm the luckiest guy on earth over here, man. But anyway, bro, let me see if I can get rid of this here on the bottom of my screen. Crazy life, wonderful life, man. Just enjoying the weed, and I'm just going to talk about the weed has been a part of my life, man, for over 50 years. Mo Boxing, salute my bro. Of course, weed it's a mind-altering substance, but I found out it's the only mind-altering substance. And let me repeat that. It's the only mind-altering substance that you can use in relative safety, where you're not going to hurt anyone or yourself if dude, I'm going to be 67 years old in another 2 weeks. And bro, I can walk 3 miles. I can jog a mile. No problem, man. Dude, as long as it's the way you put it into your body. And I use this Toker too, and my wife, man, shout out to her, she just cleans it every day. It looks like it's brand new out of the box. And Kui, my love, salute, baby. Thank you for coming in, man. I appreciate you coming in here. Bolts UK, you too, brother. So I know we talk about weed a lot on my shows, but then I said I'm gonna do one, just to talk about the weed, bro. And And this is it. And you know, after I babble a few things here, if I can remember them, I'm gonna drop a link. I hope my bro G5 comes up here. I hope, and anybody who has any opinions on the herb, man. Anybody who likes to share some of their experiences, because you know I'm going to share some of mine, bro. And you know, the first time I smoked grass was 1969. There was a solar eclipse, and I'll never forget the day, man. My buddy JR, my best friend, man. You know, he passed away the same day Marvin Hagler died. I think he was like 67, and my brother JR, bro. I used to go to fights with him. We saw Hagler together. Trey X, salute my brother out there, and Iceman. Volts, I think I yelled you out already, bro. I'm new at this, bro. I'm trying to get it together, keep it real over here. But and I'm talking about the first time I smoked weed. Me and my buddy JR, we bought a nickel bag of this Mexican. Who knows what it was? It probably couldn't. Maybe it was half oregano. We bought a pack of zigzag papers. It cost 9 cents for. Dig that, man. 9 cents for a pack of rolling papers. Anyway, we crawled into this. There was an abandoned house, and it was a historic house. They moved in on some public land, and we climbed in. We found out a bunch of people had done that. So there was Playboy magazines and little fires, you know, that had been lit throughout the place. Anyway, you know, we found a joint, a little room in the house. We sat there. We smoked about 4 or 5 joints, and bro, nothing happened. I'm like, damn, you know. And we the high school I went to, they showed Reefer Madness. You know, they were telling us the evils of marijuana. They had the chief of police come in and blow off some weed. And if you ever smell this around, they call us up. But I'm like, what's the big deal, man? Yeah, I don't feel anything. So anyway, weed wasn't a big thing. I think that nickel bag might have lasted a few weeks. Then you know. All the dudes I hung with, it was always passing the pipes, passing the joint. You know, there were no blunts back then. It was pre-blunt days. And salute my brother JC, man. Much love. Thanks for coming in, bro. And you know, damn, where was I? I lost my train of thought. Once this old man's talking about something and he forgets it, and it takes a few minutes for it to come. It will come back, though. It will come back, bro. Yeah. I was with my bros, you know, we're drinking beers and stuff. We're driving around. We wanted to get something to eat. But anyway, somebody had some hash. And, you know, I heard about it before, but I never tried it. And, you know, everybody knows hashish, man. It's a concentrated form of the marijuana. And it's made in countries like Afghanistan, Morocco, Lebanon. And, you know, we were getting it in small quantities here. And it's like almost like a bubble gum. If you can picture a piece of bubble gum, black, green, speckles, and the stuff is very strong. What they do is they get a plant and they shake the pollen off it and they rub the pollen and it becomes a smokable chunk. Well, anyway, man, I was smoking on this hash pipe. I think it was Afghani hash, and I went into the Riccardi's. We stopped to grab some sandwiches or some, you know, we stopped to get some food, and I was looking at the menu, and I'm seeing worms, not prices, not letters. It was like I was like getting like these hallucinations. And this is really this is not, nobody added anything to this. This is THC, pure, you know, hash, man, good hash. And I was like, wow, this is not your average everyday drunkenness, boys. And everybody agreed, man. But you know, since then, it wasn't the weed, it was the quality of the weed. And you know, I went out looking for it, and there was the song I was just destroyed there, Panama Red. That was one of the main weeds around, man. Panama Red, Acapulco Gold. You know, you sought out this. You found the old weed heads, man, and they had the hash oil, Nepalese hash, temple balls, fingers. It was also during the Vietnam War, and there were Thai sticks. It was pot from Thailand, and it was tied on these bamboo sticks, you know, maybe about 6 inches long. And you know, you unravel them, you smoke them, and it was wild. It was no stronger than the grass you get today, but it was new and it was different because back then it was just good grass and shitty grass. You had to really know what you're doing. Ashley's Corner, salute, man. Thanks for coming in. From one weed head to another, you're in the right place here, man. We're gonna talk about some weed. I'm gonna drop a link after if anybody wants to come on and share. But I'm going on about my experiences with the weed. And hey, man, at least I got the right to do that over here today, man. So I'm kind of digging it, and I'm smoking the last of my green crack. I remember you talking about green crack one time when they were talking about weed on the show, and green crack, man. What are you a hillbilly over there, dude? Green crack is a nice sativa, and it's a true connoisseur weed, bro. I'm hitting on it right now, and I'm getting good, man. I'm really relaxing. It started at 4:20. It's about 4:40, bro. 20 minutes into it. I'm digging it, man. Thank you all for stopping into my place, man. I wish I could pass this Toker too to you, but you know, it doesn't go through the freaking internet. But really, man, you know, smoking to me is, not to me, to everybody. It really is. It's a personal thing, but yet it brings us together, man. And, you know, I find so much camaraderie, man. You know, people who like the weed. You know, I form a kinship with them, almost. If they're rednecks, if they're lovers, haters, whatever the fuck they are. If they like we just have that certain click that clicks in, and you know, we can talk about it. You're not passing that Toker too, Bruce. Iceman, you know it, bro. If you were here, man, you wouldn't walk out of my house. You'd be so fucking stoned. Do you think the 4 strains I got now, bro? I'd go to the dispensary. I'd grab 2 more, man. Dude, we'd rock and roll, bro. I'm telling you, Iceman. Down in Louisiana, man, I was there once. I went to New Orleans. I went to a powerlifting competition with my brother who passed away, Marcel Donabedian, man. He set a United States record there in the deadlift, man. 63 years old. He pulled up almost 500 pounds raw, natural, for a fucking guy almost 70 to deadlift that much, bro. He set a United States record, man. So shout out to my brother Marcel, man. But anyway, man, I dug Louisiana, man. That's my kind of city. I was only there for 3 days, bro. But man, you know, just after I got there, Katrina hit it, and I guess it was never the same. Maybe it is. I would just love to go there again. And man, dude, the French Quarter, and it's everything. It was just a party from when you left your hotel to when you went back in. Drink along the streets. It was like a parade going on. Dude, this cat that was silver face, silver hands. He was also he was out there, you know, just bumming money, but he was freaky looking, because everybody looks kind of freaky, I guess. You know, the cats on you know, down on the fucking strip there, but I didn't have any more. I didn't have any singles on me. I only had some money in my wallet, and I couldn't. I didn't want to whip it out. Anyways, man, I wouldn't give it to him, and he put a fucking curse on me, man. I snapped a picture of him after he did it too. It was pretty funny, but still, man, you know, you go to the French Quarter, and bro, you know, shout out to my brother Iceman. Someday we're gonna go over there and party hardy. G5 cereal milk jelly breath, peanut butter breath, gelato. Yeah, man, dude, I love those strains. And you know, my brother Mad Chad, he came down here from Maine a couple of weeks ago. We watched a fight. It was really cool, man. It's like the only person I've ever met from YouTube, or from online. You hear people talking about, you know, relationships and this and that. Shadow 9, my brother, salute. Mad Chad came down. He brought some fucking apple fritter, man. You know, we Googled it, and the stuff was between 20 and 25%. Anyway, man, there he is. There's my bro, Mad Chad. And bro, it said on the label 23, but you know, who knows? It's not an exact science. It's a relatively new thing. But dude, this was powerful grass. I think I'll probably remember it till they bury me, man. You know, and I go for all new strains. I see blueberry, man. I see citrus, grapefruit. Every time I go in there, I'll ask her what's new and, you know, what's selling hot a lot, because a lot of things they run out of, man. And man, I love the variations right now. You know, that's the thing about weed. You know, when I was smoking it, you know, it was just a thing. You went and got your weed, you went and got your ounce, whatever it was that you got, and it was what you smoked till you ran out. But now, bro, now it's almost like going into a wine cellar, and that's the way I treat it, man. I love these strains, and not only for the taste and the different buzz that they give you, but for the way they react on pain. Because really, if it wasn't for marijuana, I'd be on fucking oxycodone and everything else, or else I'd have to go for a couple of shoulder replacements. Because I've told you guys before, it's no big deal for me now, man. I'm not crying or anything like that, but the marijuana works on the pain. That's my point. If you have joint pains, arthritis, things like that, I've gotten off heavy narcotic painkillers and marijuana has replaced that as the masking agent for the pain. It's obviously not the root cause of it. It's not going to cure it, but and I mentioned before, the only way to cure it is by joint replacements. And I'm just not going to do that. I've talked to people who had shoulder replacements. I've looked into them. I've heard maybe one success story for every 3 people who said they would never do it again. And anyway, blah blah blah. I'm happy, bro. I'm not in pain. I'm not crying. I smoke my weed. I have my card. I should have put that out too, because I wanted to show that. I do it with my doctor's blessings, because he doesn't have to write me for those dangerous narcotics that they throw many physicians in jail for prescribing. But shit, man. Where was I going over here, bro? Where was I? Where I was going. I was going for another hit. That's what I was going for. And the Toker 2. That's something I'd like to talk about. That's the way I administer. I'm going to say 90% of the weed I smoke, probably a little bit more. This is the nicest bong. It's a glass bong. It's about the size of a grapefruit. I mean, and that's a little titty in your hand. And anyway, it's made out of Pyrex. It's a glass stem. It was crystal clear today. A little rubber stop, a little one over here, and it gives you such a nice clean hit. As I'll demonstrate once again. And see, the key is no smoke leaves this bong. You can smoke this. It's all in your lungs. You can run outside, exhale, and your house doesn't smell like weed. That's one of the things that I guess if people don't want their house to smell like weed, I love it too. But I got this shipped to me, man. I had one of these in 1974. I bought my first one. An old weed head. He knew I liked the bong. Timmy, salute, brother. He knew I liked the one hit bong, and this was, I had a bamboo bong. The guy, the old cats that came back from Vietnam. It wasn't a party bowl and fire it up. It was a one hit bong like this, man. No screen, boom, one hit. But it was bamboo. It would get kind of raunchy after a while. The key was change the water, but you couldn't really clean it like you can clean this. But anyway, man, we're in this store that they used to call them head shops back in the day. But it was called shit, man, George's Folly, Brookline Avenue, Cambridge, Massachusetts. And you see the thing on the shelf, the Toker 2, and it was $24.99, and that's a lot of money back then, man. This was 1974. That's probably about $100 today. Anyway, he's like, bro, that's what you want. That's the best bong I've ever used. And this cat, bro, he used to sell bongs. He made them and sold them out of PVC pipe before we knew that was illegal. He was making them by the dozens of them. Nice too, man. But anyway, I reluctantly spent that $25, and man, it was an experience until I broke my first one, because it is glass. It's not going to be around forever, man. I'll not cry when it breaks. It is what it is. It's great. It'll be great memories. I mean, I could drop it right now and bango. I have to send another $99.99 to the boys in Pennsylvania. But anyway, it broke eventually, and years, I always had a bong. I bought, like, they had rubber US bongs and different bongs, and for a while I was just doing blunts, smoking joints. But anyway, one day I was just Googling, and I said, let me see if the Toker 2 is in there, because you can find everything on Google, bro. So anyway, A Legend Returns. And I'm like, wow, my eyes get a little wide here, and I'm reading it. It says the Toker 2 from the 70s, the best pipe, and I'm agreeing with everything the fucking thing is saying. And there it was right before my very eyes, and it was $99.95. So I had to kind of think a little bit. I had to ask the old lady if we could swing it. But anyway, regardless thereof, it came to me. It came to me delivered in a box, and it wasn't broken or anything. And then it's funny because my buddy MZ Boxing, man, if you're out there, a shout out to you, bro. He had hey, Peach, man, thanks for coming in, bro. DJ, thanks for coming in, man. MZ, I was on his show the other night, and man, I'm going to confess to you, bro. He said, anybody who can tell me what my first podcast was about, I'm going to send him one of my candles. So, nobody was saying anything. So I jumped back into his page. I just dropped down. I saw his first podcast, and I said, Errol Spence. And he's going on with his show, and he sees it, and somebody else put it in there too. Your first podcast was Errol Spence. And he, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm going to send you a candle. And Bruce goes, I'm going to send you a candle too. So my brother MX. But see, I didn't deserve it. I cheated, kind of, But the thing I got the candle today, and the fucking thing was broken when it came in with a FedEx. So, but it smells so beautiful. I mean, I don't even know what the smell was. It was indescribable. Beautiful smell, but the glass part of the candle broke. We still have the candle. I sent him a text. I told him, just straighten it out with FedEx, because I tried to do it, but the sender has to do it. But anyway, man, I'm going to send him some boxing magazines. I know he wanted some. The first show I did, he mentioned it, but I didn't have 25 responses. I was going to give the 25th response. I was going to send him a few magazines, but I'm going to send I had planned on doing it anyway, and I got the candle today, so I know his address. I'm going to send him to his address, bro. But that's just to let you know that I almost couldn't live with myself. I cheated on your on your test to give away the candle. I didn't cheat, because you didn't even say you were going to give a candle. It was just a trivia thing, and I'm sitting there and nobody answered. So I says, man, let me go back in my let me go back on your page and answer it for me. And that was it, man. I got that today, and we're going to get back to the glass barn. I got to step off for a second. I got to blow my nose here. Bear with me. Yeah, I didn't want to do that on camera. You never know what to expect. But anyway, man, what were we talking about? Nando, salute, brother. Glad to have you in here, man. Glad to have you in here. I asked Alexa. Not quite Alexa, but very, very close, man. And anyway, this thing came. I've been using it now for, maybe, I don't know, a couple of months. I don't really remember the date. I probably should have written it down. But anyway, the Toker 2, that's the way I smoke the weed. My brother MZ, his candle came today. I was so impressed. I was on Electro Jeds. It's funny because, bro, I just jumped on Electro Jeds. He was having a show. He dropped the link. Says, hey, Bruce goes, you want to come out, man? I'm a sap, bro. I like seeing my face out there, and I want to practice a little bit for today's show. So anyway, I jumped on with Electro Jed. I'm talking. My dog starts going fucking nuts. The FedEx guy's at the door, but he just drops the package off. So I muted myself. I waited a couple of minutes. Excuse me. Went and got the FedEx back. I opened it on Electric Jet Show. I said, hey, listen, man, I said, MZ just sent me this really cool candle, and I'm going to open it on your show. So, I pulled out the knife. I opened it up. And, oh, be careful. No problem, man. I opened it. A bunch of shattered glass, man. And MZ, bro, I got the candle. And it's one of those things. But I'll tell you, if this thing had come in as shattered glass, I think it would have been more hurt. At least I had the wax is intact. But anyway, bro, what I was getting into, I can't remember. We're talking about weed over here. We're talking about good strands, man. Mad Chad with that delicious apple fritter strand. That sticks in my mind so much. And some of the strands that I really, really like, man. That Tahoe cookie, very, very nice, because the buds are really solid. You roll a blunt with that, and it's gonna burn for 20 minutes. Where some of this the sativa, man, I noticed like the Chem Dog. The Jack Heron. There's been a lot of strands where you roll them up, the joint goes really, really fast. And I like the indica, not only because of the high, and some people, scientists will say, no, there is no difference in the high, but there is, man. If you've ever even looked at the way the plants grow, the sativa plant grows tall. It can grow up to 12 feet high, and it doesn't have any branches on it. Where the indica plant is short, it branches out. To me, they're a different buzz. I like to mix them together. Like this green crack is a sativa, and I can feel it's more of an energetic buzz where I'll pull out some of the blueberry, or some of the cookie, and it's more relaxing. I mix them up. I make what my brother KG on his show called on Supreme Beast called one day a parfait. Never forget that, bro. And I can see it because I roll up a nice little parfait, man. Makes the day. It's the best of both worlds. And hanging out over here and doing bongs, and right now I just watch light become darkness over here. I'm gonna drop a link. Anybody wants to talk a little bit about the weed that they smoke? Because I'm the guy who smokes it all day long, man. I enjoy it. I enjoy a wake and bake. Very let me get this link in here if I can. If anybody wants to stop in, share some of their experiences with me. I've had some crazy ones too with weed. I used to live up in Boston, up in Beantown, and I was a student back in the 70s, man. And everybody up there, everybody either smoked weed or sold weed. It was wild times, and it was all when I first went up there. I learned the difference. Around here, it was all, like I said, it was that Mexican stuff, the regular nickel bag shaky shit and everything else, all that stuff. But this here was trying to get rid of that there if I can. Stop. Sorry, man. Bear with me for a second here. I'm going back and forth. We're going back and forth on here. Just keeping this going for a few more minutes. I just wanted to come out here talk about my reefer situation, man, because people say I smoke too much, bro. See, with me, reefer is something where I feel better once I get stoned. If I haven't had my buzz for the day, then I'm not right. There's nothing wrong with me. I can handle it. I don't get withdrawals, or I'm not gonna kill somebody. I'm not gonna go rob somebody. But bro, it just makes me more relaxed. It makes me more appreciative of my surroundings. It basically works as an antidepressant, anti-anxiety. Life is good, so I don't really need anything like that. But I like the buzz, and I really need it for the pain relief, and the camaraderie, and just puffing up with all you cats, because what I like to do is I like to go on YouTube, man. It seems like that's what I do. I get up in the morning, and it's usually the first thing I turn on, check the emails. And I like to see all my bros and my sisters out here, man. And it's like, and it's a good feeling, man. I go to some channels get on early in the morning, and then there's certain brothers, they have their shows at a certain time. I look forward to it. Weekends are crazy. I guess there is no structure out here, because I put this show on today at 4:20, man. I'm always leery. I say, man, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but dude, this is the internet, man. I'm thankful. If one or two people were listening to me, if you just stop by, press the like button. That's one thing, I guess. That's something I'm new to here over here too, man. Is that like button? I guess if you can throw me a like, I appreciate it. I guess it looks good in YouTube land. Why, I don't know, man. But I appreciate it, and I'm humbled when I see the chat moving like that, man. It's a fucking really nice thing, man. Just to be interacted. Teach out there. Let me put some of these things online here. Some of these questions online on the screen so I can read them off here. Sup, Bruce goes in the chat. DJ, the chat, yeah, hell, it's like the UK, man. We still have it in class. We got that one. Teach. What's the most relaxing strain? I don't smoke, but back in the younger days, back in the Caribbean days, they go out to fields to pick weed and smoke natural weed. I don't understand strains. Most of these with strains, it's natural, but when the growers get together, they'll splice cuttings together, and they'll splice an indica with a sativa, and they'll get a cross strain which has some of the best of both strains. Sometimes it'll be a 50-50. Other times it'll be, a 60-40, kind of like the splits in boxing, 70-30, but you always get a little of each one. And so they name these strains, and then they do other cross strains. Right now, there are like 900 different strains out there. Can you believe that, man? 900 different strains of weed. It's insane. Back in the day with me, there were basically three strains. There was the Mexican, which was the commercial stuff. There was the Jamaican, which was a little bit better because it was commercial Jamaican. It wasn't the real fine Jamaican. The Jamaicans kept that for themselves. On the streets, it was the Jamaican. $15. The Mexican was 10, Jamaican was 15, and then there was the Colombian. Colombian was that was the finest grass. That's when all things changed. Like right around, I'm going to say 75. Blueberry's legendary status. So at the new heights after claiming High Times Cannabis Cup 2000 for the best indica THC, 17%. Yeah, I'm at Chad, 17%. That's awesome. And the Cannabis Cup and thinking, I can't even think of the city it's in right now. And I can't believe it because it's the city that I want to go to. And if I keep talking, I know it's on the tip of my tongue. It begins with Amsterdam. Okay, man. I don't know what was going on, but yeah. I mean, the Cannabis Cup has been a thing since High Times, man. High Times, I used to buy it religiously. I used to buy High Times every month. Man, High Times was the Playboy for the pothead, the centerfold of buds. And that's where they used to tell us about you can grow killer weed. They were talking about the sensimilla. People were pronouncing it sensimilla, but it was sensimilla. Thanks, Kui, man. Appreciate that. Teach for me chocolate chunk. I never tried chocolate chunk. There's so many of them out there, bro. There's so many of them out there. I see. What about the edible weed? I like that edible stuff, bro. I like that edible stuff, and that's something that way back in the day we used to make brownies. I mean, back in the 70s, but we didn't know how to make the butter like they make now. Right now, back then we would just take the seeds out of it. Some people wouldn't even do that. Throw it in a batch of Betty Crocker brownies and throw it in the oven. And see, the reason for that is that the heat activates the psychocannabinoids, and it's not like if you ate a spoonful of weed. It's not the same as if you smoked a spoonful of weed. The heat activates the properties in it to get you fucked up. There's many more, many chemicals in there, but from a layman's point, this is what I understand, and that's why edibles are really, really good, man. Edibles are they're activated. I've had the Elvis cookie, bro, 1,000 milligrams. Oh, I love that fucking thing. My wife, the first time she had them, she thought she OD'd. She went to bed, man. It was hilarious. We used to make the brownies, and like I said, man, once the heat activated it, even cheap reefer, it seemed once it was baked, it got you more baked. And I'll never forget, I made some brownies one time, and I had this brother of mine. He was the main man. He was the fucking pot dealer. But anyway, he worked for the phone company. He was an operator, and they gave them split shift, which sucked. You had to go in at 7 in the morning, and you got out at like 11. Then you had to go back at 2, and you get out at whatever the fuck it was. He hated it. But anyway, he came over my house after he got out of his morning shift. We just got the brownies out of the oven. And he, oh, yeah, I'll take one of those, coffee and brownies. I call him up later on in the afternoon, you know, and this was cool because this is back in the day where it cost you money to make a long distance call. And this cat was an operator. He'd call me on my phone, and man, we would we'd tap other phones. We would tap the fucking local police department. We would tap anybody I named. I'd give him a number. He'd tap into it, and he'd don't say anything. Don't say anything. Oh, yeah, it was so fucking cool. And plus, I didn't get. I don't know how he did it, but I didn't get a phone bill for a year. I was waiting to get a Bible, but I just never got one. And when I moved out, he said you can let the guy who moves in take over the bill, and you know, no charge. He didn't want to do it, and hey, man, I don't know. But anyway, cell phones are different now. But the dude ate a brownie. He couldn't even go back to work. He was so fucked up, man. It was hilarious. But I respect those edibles, man. You know, edibles are a nice thing, man. If you can get your hand on some edibles, absolutely do it. But once again, I recommend look around for the strain that it's made with. You know, the potency that it has. I'm moving around over here, so bear with me just for a second or two. But yeah, those edibles, man, I love them. But even when I'm on edibles, I seem to want to do a few tokes on the Toker 2 or fire up a blunt or something. You know, there's just something about being a smoker and having that vaporization, having that smoke released in you through you like that. It's kind of like a different buzz for me, and it's even if I'm on edibles, when I'm fucking blasted on edibles, like I said, like those Elvis cookies, I'm still fucking like this. What the fuck am I doing, man? I'm so stoned, and the gummies were nice too, man. The 60 milligram gummies. And see, me, I'm a hard hitter. I can handle 1,000 milligrams, and I'm fucking blasted. But I know what I'm blasted on. I can get over that. You know, weed is a marijuana high is not like a drunk high, or not like a narcotic high, or not like a crack high, or all these heavy fucking buzzes, sedating, fucking fucking highs that give you the fucking wheezies and makes you quiver. Weed has always been relaxing to me, and even some people, they get paranoid and shit. See, I rise above that, bro. I can control that paranoia. I can talk people out of it. One or two I couldn't. One or two people, they have no business smoking weed. It's fucking funny, you know, and that's the way they are. But for the most part, man, everybody I know, man, you know, the people I hang with, put it that way, they smoke weed, and you know, people that I don't trust a lot of people that don't smoke weed. They're just something about them, man. Call me whatever you want, man. Maybe I'm prejudiced against non-weed smokers, but they got this little uptightness about them where, man, you know, toke up a little bit, relax, bro. It's only fucking life, you know. It's not going to go on forever. It's, you know, it's just, it is what it is. Just make the best of your situation, you know. Fucking get into it, and I don't know what it is, but like I said, some people, they don't have any business smoking weed. I've met them. I've met people like that. Hey, I thank God I'm not like that. I never have been. I've always enjoyed the weed, man. It's always been a pleasure for me. I've never had any bad experiences with it, and I've had some fucking. Never got arrested either, man. Never got arrested. Knock on fucking wood. You know, now it's legal right now, but back in the day, it was shaky, man. It was shaky. You had to be watching over your shoulder all the time. You know, you could never do anything like this, man. Are you shitting me, bro? No way. But I've always kept my weed in the jars. I got I use my old pill bottles. They're airtight. They're Don't let the light in. I even got my roaches. I keep them laying around. I usually give them away about once a month. Somebody comes in and gets them. But even back in the day, I forgot to tell you guys about this, man. I always knew about no light and no air. And I used to have these. I used to keep it in the B&M jars. Any of you guys remember these B&M baked bean jars? And I was doing some cleaning, maybe a month or two ago, and I was ready to throw them out. And I said, let me go online, because I'm saying these are heavy. I wonder if they're worth anything, bro. Somebody's selling them on eBay for like $20 a piece, 25 with the cap. I found two of them. I said, that's like throwing a $50 bill away. But that's not really a $50 bill. I mean, liquidate those two jars, man. Give me a sawbuck for any of you youngsters. That's a $10 bill. And you can walk with them. Fistiana, salute. Thank you for coming in, man. I'm doing a show about weed over here, man. This is Mad Chad, D&M Big Beans. Well, weed is my vice in life, man. I've been through so many wars with freaking mind altering substances in my life. I'm not ashamed to admit it, man. I'm a gratefully recovering heroin addict. I've drank as much as there is floating out there in the bay. And, pills, man, I couldn't even tell you how many pills I've taken. And, bro, dude, and the thing is, I never miss work because of it. I've always been functioning. Fucked up, isn't it, man? That's how treacherous that narcotics are, man, and how smart and conniving addicts are, bro. Because we can tell you anything, dude. I mean, we can get away with anything, and you'll believe us, and then we'll do it again, man. I'm really thankful that those days are behind me, man. And right now, I found marijuana is I guess it's my heroin right now. It's my opiate, the opiate, and people who don't smoke marijuana, I don't look down on people like that. I just don't understand why. I don't understand why you don't like it, man. I guess because I've had every high available, and see the marijuana high. I mean, shit. If we could be whacked on heroin all day and function, that'd be great. But that can never happen, man. You can't dabble and you can't do a bag on a weekend. You just can't do it. It's poison, man. And today, in this day and age, bro, they're fucking. You don't even know what it is in those little envelopes that they sell. Those little glass fucking things. It could be right now. Fucking fentanyl, man. It's huge. I know young kids who die right now from snorting this shit. Damn, I see it all the time. Where back in the day, it just wouldn't happen. Not at the rate that it's happening now. So it's nothing to even fuck with. Not one time. I see people one time, fucking around taking they think they're taking an oxy. They think they're taking a fucking a perk 30 or whatever they call them now. We used to call them oxycodone 30 milligrams. Now they're made with fentanyl, and you don't know what their strength is. And if you don't have an immune system, if you're not a seasoned vet, that's going to drop you. That's going to kill you the first time, man. So, man, don't fuck with hard drugs, man. Don't fucking get behind the wheel when you're drinking or when you're smoking, man. But if you want to find, with me, a relatively safe mind-altering substance, I've found the weed, man. I thank God because of it, man. And it's not the best thing, Shit, I think edibles are healthier for me than smoking. But I just went to the Toker 2, and the Toker 2 is my thing. And here's my brother Mad Chad over here, man. Mad Chad, come on in, my bro. Come on in, man. What's up?
Up in smoke is where my money goes, in my lungs, and sometimes up my nose. How you doing, Bruce?
Oh, I'm doing great and better. I gotta give the old lady a hit over here. She's not gonna. So that's why nothing in my hands right now. Mad Chad, what are you up to, bro? How you doing, man?
Doing all right, Bruce. Doing all right. When I got to Indiana, I moved there in 2009, and I get there, I work. I worked there, and I mentioned to a coworker. I said, "Man, weed," and they looked at me like, "Shh, shh, shh." You can't say that. You go to fucking jail. They'll fuck. I'm like, fuck, really? They're like, oh, they're strict. I'm like, wow, because I never had any trouble with it. But what made me really feel like I was home is when I was shopping and I saw a fucking can of B&M baked beans right there in Indianapolis. I was like, yeah, baby.
Yeah, they don't make these brown jars anymore. These are definitely a thing of the past. Like I said, my wife was doing some cleaning. We were going to toss them, and I just kind of I went on eBay. I don't know what the hell I did, but bango, they came up. Can you imagine somebody that would pay $20 for one of these fucking things? But that's what I used to keep my buds in. People used to say, "What do you got in the brown jar?" That was legendary. The brown jar, man. That's this fucking thing. When
like you say, you don't want to let air get at it. You don't want air at that weed.
No air, and light too. Light is
light.
Another thing. But see, I'm the kind of guy where I love the bud, bro. I really respect the bud. So I really keep it. I always been keeping it airtight and watertight. I used to have the film vials back in the day. Remember the 35 millimeter film? I probably still have one around if I looked around, but that's what I used to keep my buds in, man. It was always it always kept them intact. You know, once it became safe, that's when the THC was vaporized. That's when it would evaporate, man, because it has the consistency of gasoline. That's why it smells so good. You know.
That's why they call it the gas pack.
Yeah, bro. You know, like even at the dispensary, they put it in something like this, bro. The flower, and I bet it must cost them. Price must cost them $5 for this. Hey, there's something in there, man. I didn't even know it. Oh, look at that, man. Wow.
Yeah, hey. But my three favorite strains, Bruce, are chocolate chunk, blueberry, and that fritter. Those are my three favorite right now.
A buddy of mine told me he's got a quarter ounce of blueberry that he's gonna put away for me. He says it's my Christmas. He gave me a call yesterday. A friend of mine from Florida, and he's coming up for Christmas. He said I might not see you Christmas, but that's gonna be a Christmas present. So I'm already psyched for it. Oh, G5, my bro. I didn't see you back there, bro. Oh yeah, here we go, man. My man G5. Salute my brother.
Brucey Bruce, what's going on, OG? My bro, man, Chad, what's going on, man?
How we doing, G5? Got a funny thing, G5, with me and a few friends here that I met online. We call ourselves G5. Me, Iceman, Toby Bartlett. There's a few of us. Just and it's funny. You're G5, Gabe. Pleasure to meet you, G5, man. Hanging out with Bruce is pretty much awesome, you know.
Oh yeah, man. I remember. I think it was from Keon channel, like.
Knockout boxing. Everything boxing and sport.
It's been some munching. Yeah. Yep, my boy Keon, it was months ago over there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I see you over there doing your thing, man. Keep on rocking, man. You know. So we'll link it up though, and I get you on the panel, man. We cooked good last night for about 3 hours. So man, we just building, man.
You were smoking on there last night, bro. I was so tired. Like I said, I went to bed early last night, and I saw that weed 6 thing, bro. And it just goes to show you how much the weed's being accepted and what it's doing for these autistic kids. It's unbelievable. You know, they're getting stoned, bro. What side effects are there? They're punching their faces. They're pulling their hair out. And now you saw the kid at the frying pan cooking the eggs. You know,
yeah.
Dude, in Texas, you check out the legislation of what's happening. That was the big state where they were trying to increase the THC percentage for the autistic children. And bro, I mean, my heart goes out to those parents. Some of them, they're relying on their their dealer. And if the guy spider mites hit the crop, they're in a fucking panic. It's a fucked up thing, but man, my heart goes out to those kids, and I hope I see that in my lifetime. I know autistic children. I would love to see something like that, because it's like it's almost like you want to shake them and say, "Come, look at me, talk to me." And wouldn't it be nice to see the look in the mother's eye having her baby back again. Oh, dude, and doing that for the weed, because I'm really a champion of the weed. I think weed stops fucking cancer. I really do, man. Because the people I know that smoke a lot, they don't get cancers. People I know that develop cancers. I ask them. I say, you smoke weed? No. Okay, that's all. Just curious. But it's there's kind of these little fucking these little imaginary surveys that take place within me, and I noticed the people that smoke a lot of weed, they don't get sick a lot. They don't have the aches and pains of the straight people, especially at my age, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd be surprised how many people.
We get a bad rap, man. I don't like that. They people look at weed like how they look at pit bulls and shit. Like every pit bull that you see is not trained to fight. They actually very good with people and kids. You know what I'm saying? And people think, well, you smoke weed, it must be lace. No, it's just stronger. That's all it is. More THC. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. But I don't say too much on it. I just laugh at them because I've been doing this for about 17 years, and I don't see myself stopping no time soon. No time soon.
Me either, bro. Me either, man. And then there was a time not long ago that I did quit. I quit for how long did I quit smoking for? 6 months. A year? How was it? I don't even remember.
It was a while.
All right. Okay. I quit smoking for 10 months or so, but I just kind of like I was missing something. My wife would be smoking, and she didn't stop, but I didn't pick it up. And then somebody gave me a bud that they grew in their garage, a real nice strain, and the stuff was fucking beautiful, man. And after that, I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna start smoking." The thing was, I was the program I was on to get off the fucking narcotics. It's a boxing clinic. If they found marijuana in my urine, they were gonna not let me on there. So I had to do that for a while. But then I said, "Fuck it, man." I got off the Suboxone. I got back on the weed, and that's been like 5-6 years at least, from now. But the pit bull, bro. I mean, I get that pit bull right here, bro. I mean, dude, these are the masters. Hey,
yeah, I got my pins. I have a little bit of everything. I have my bone. I have my damn small little pipes. If you know what I'm saying, I want to just a quick hit in the morning or so like that. I guess you could say a throwback smoker. You know what I'm saying? I still smoke my blunts. You know what I'm saying? Now I do smoke. Green sweet's more of a leaf, but that's just my forte. I don't mind joints or whatever like that, but I like to roll up fingers. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my style.
I like that too because the thing about the Toker with that, it's nonstop. It's like you roll that nice finger up, bro. That's gonna last you a half hour, 43, maybe longer, bro. I mean, you can light it up if it goes out. It's like with the Toker. How many did you do? I don't know, man. Maybe 20, 30, bro. I did one after another. I gotta go out. I'll make sure I do a good 5 before I go out, so I'll be good for an hour or so. But bro, it's what I like to do, and I'm with you. I'm a throwback guy. I'm from the wake and bake school, man. I can let it go as long as I want to, but then when I get that first buzz of the day, that's the nice one. That's what.
The initial first high, no matter whether it's in the morning, afternoon, or nighttime. The first one, man, you're on a planet, dude. You're on a planet. Like you're like, woof, because it's fresh. Like your body has been sober all day for X amount of hours, and then you wake up, or you get off work like myself. Then you have your other smoking devices. But as soon as I get home, oh yeah, it's time to roll up. I have it in the car. I just didn't feel like rolling up. I wanted to beat traffic and get through it.
No, that first high is special. It's fucking it's magic, bro. It's almost like a holiday every day. sometimes I was on a fucking panel the other day, and I got I'm like, wow, I just got my first. It's like brand new all over again. It's like my first high. It really is, man, because that THC is such a nice thing. It'll clean out of your system, and you get another strain where you're going to get another high and feel a different variant. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Some people can't dig that. Like right now, I got some of the chemical. I like it, but there's just I don't know. It's not the most comfortable high that I've had that I have. You know, I have another one next to it where I prefer the cookie. You know, the Tahoe cookie over the Chem Dog. And some people are like, fucking weed is weed. I'm like, nah, you know, you can't explain it, man. Actually, wake and bake.
You know, yeah, I feel that, Bruce. Now, if you going to work and you know you just want to get, you know what I'm saying, get you a nice buzz to feel it, do not smoke an indica and go to work if you're not a trained and a professional smoker or you're not seasoned in it. Because that indica is gonna have you stoned at work and you don't want to do shit. That's how some people are. See, I can smoke an indica or sativa. I'm so used to smoking that I'm still gonna do exactly what the hell I need to do. Actually, I'll be more locked in and focused and in tune to what I'm about to do. But if I'm at work, then hey, cool. That means I'm about to be locked in on work, and it's on.
Well, see, I've had different. You know, I've had the career in the health field. But when I was a personal trainer and I was in the gym for 9 hours a day, I wasn't stoned because I'm walking around freaking 45s clanging on machines. You take an eye out, you knock yourself cold, and you have to be real sharp, and plus it's a lot of straight people, a lot of cops, a lot of COs, man, a lot of fucking, it's just not the environment you want to be high in. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yes, sir.
And
I
so,
see you, JC.
But then when I had my store, and even when I had my restaurant shit, I'd go fucking fire up outside, come right back into work, take a fucking quick mouthful of fucking scope and bango. I'm working. I'm fucking slinging steaks in the kitchen. I'm fucking seating people. Whatever the fuck I had to do. And even when I had my store, I could pack shipments for overnight. I could fucking deal with retail customers. I just run down Toker 2, do a few hits. But certain jobs, like I couldn't do that in. But I guess the edibles weren't available back then either, man. I guess if they were, I've had a couple of gummies, man. Who knows? But hey, that's just an experience. And plus, dude, that wasn't a time of strains either. We didn't really know the the indica or the sativa. I can imagine smoking a fucking, you just bought grass basically. I did. I didn't know the finalities of it, man, like I do now.
Oh yeah. I mean, that comes with time and experience, you know what I'm saying, from smoking. You learn what strain or what
but they never had that until just recently.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you were smoking, and I wouldn't even know where being thought of being born. So, y'all had
shit. The time
y'all had a lot of y'all had the.
Oh, your mic went out, bro. You still with me, G?
Yeah, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, salute to Thomas Jones out there. Thanks for stopping by, bro. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man. When I was growing up, somebody send you out just to go get a bag of weed. There were no dispensaries like there are now. Now it's like walking into a fucking Walmart, dude. I mean, you have the fucking economy, the economy fucking department when you just want to buy the fucking the shake and shit, and then you got the fucking the high grade stuff, the top shelf, just like you would have in a in a wine store. You got the Mad Dog on one side, then you got the fucking Boy Fusé on the other side, and dude. And that's new to me, bro. I was just going out, for 100 years, I was just going out and copping a bag. And when is it good stuff? Yeah, good. All right, man. But then there was no consistency. We just, let me get some of that good stuff like you had last week. It's not like, I want some of that fucking vanilla fudge that I got last week. names like that just didn't exist. Now it's a whole new fucking ball game.
Yeah, I mean now, I mean so many strands. I mean you got tailor-made strands that suits you, your personality. I mean if they have different ailments or whatever in your body. I mean it's a strand for pretty much everything that you want to do or what you looking to try to cope with or whatever. So
I want to get some of that Delta strain. You ever try that? The Delta.
Which one?
I don't know. It's a Delta 6 or Delta 2. I'm not even sure, bro. Somebody told me a while ago, and I've never really went for it. But I want to. I want to if it's something different, because people are saying it's a different high. It's something where any kind of different high from the weed. I want to experience it. I want to give it a shot, especially if it's natural, man.
Yeah, I mean, if it smoke good, I'm with it.
But these guys are getting more and more advanced. The farmers they're learning new techniques, different fertilizations to leave in, to leave out. Yeah, Delta 9.
Yeah.
All that. Ashley's tried it before. Okay, well, hey, I'm gonna have to try it for myself one of these days when I'm in there and I got a few extra skins in my pocket. But I'll give it a try. Oh, 6, yeah, 9.
Yeah. Cereal. That cereal milk. That's one of my strands there, man.
I hear a lot about that one. That's probably up there. That's gaining legendary status now, bro. Like
yeah, I know you'll like it because you like cookies, and cereal milk is a cookie.
All right.
A cookie strand. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a nice compound to it. It does. And watching that show last night, man, on Delta 6, that's Sanjay Gupta. You ever listen to him, bro?
Andre who?
Sanjay Gupta. He's a doctor, and he doesn't get stoned, but he's been studying the medicinal purposes, and he's a fucking backer, very big. I mean, Congress knows him. Every shit, fucking.
I've heard that name. Sounds very familiar.
Yeah, and he's really big on prescribing weed to take the place of other drugs that have side effects. Man, they'll throw an extra head out of your shoulder. You keep taking the fucking things forever. And he's a real proponent of the cannabis oils and all the research being done. He wants to see a lot more because he studies how it reacts to different parts of the body. How it reacts to the joints and to the serotonin levels, and the guy just thinks it should be legalized, and he's a very originally very conservative doctor. You'd never expect to hear it out of his mouth, but he.
That's cool though. I mean, because it has its benefits, it has its perks that actually can help you. Like a weed high is more of a calm, relaxing, happy high. When you high or you drunk off of alcohol, you can get blurred vision or you can start feeling like crap, like on the inside. With weed, you won't feel that, and that's one of the benefits of it. You still can function and not worry about having impaired vision or slurring your words and things of that nature. So, I mean, weed is a friend indeed. It's been one of my friends for quite some time.
In jail for it, bro. I know people who've done fucking hard time because of fucking weed, and it really sucks. I mean, you can't erase that from their life, but bro, I mean, for fucking weed, dude.
Yeah, I need to get my medical card out here because we can get. We have a few dispensaries and stuff popping up, but you can't. It's for like medical use, but it's not. Has not been opened up for recreational use yet in Dallas. So I mean, it's been passed through the legislation and things of that nature, but it's still not fully legal yet in Dallas. But
see, I live on like a border town. It's only 2 miles from Massachusetts, and I live in Rhode Island. In Massachusetts, it's wide open. It's legal. They have a shop every other place. I mean, Dunkin' Donuts are closing down. They're opening recreational marijuana shops there. So I mean, it's like nothing. You walk down the street and it's like you can smell it everywhere. But in Rhode Island, I have to have a medical card, which I had to spend $150 for because my doctor wouldn't write it. So he sent me to another doctor who was just a scribbler to take insurance. It was a scam, basically. But you know, it's really fucked up because you know I'm not gonna break a law. You know, because this doctor's prescribing me this as medicines. So you know, so I had to go get a card. And you know, it's really a mess. But the bottom line is, it should just be legal, bro. You know, it's bad enough that we're paying for those with all the taxes and everything. Just fucking legalize it. You know,
man. When have you seen somebody go murder or kill somebody or have an accident because they was just high or they couldn't see or their vision was impaired? You will never hear that. If somebody has any of those symptoms, that's not straight weed. It's something else added to it. Because if you just got some good herb, it's not gonna have you in that mindset. If anything, you're gonna be more focused. At least it does that for me. I'm even more locked in. That's why anytime I take a road trip, I smoke me a 1 or 2 of them, and you know I'm good for some hours.
Where's my lighter?
Good 3-4 hours.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, man. You know, I couldn't really even imagine a day right now without a buzz on. Shout out, hey, G5. There's another G5 in here. My brother G5, Jeff TV. Shout out to him, good brother out here.
Oh yeah, I know who G5 Jeff is. G5 Jeff, cool.
He has a good show, bro. And I gotta go on YouTube. I gotta make sure these guys have wrenches in here because I want them to drop their links in there. You know, if they want to lower the value of their real estate, man. You know, I got a few people that stop by here. You know, and if nothing else, bro. So anybody want to drop their links out there, bro? You know, please, family. Give them a sub. I know what it's like, man. I started my channel 2 months ago, bro. And you know, when I woke up and I saw 50 subs, I was like, holy shit. I said, I didn't even think 50 people could stand the fucking sight and the sound of me. You know, then I got 100. You know, I don't know how many I have now, but it's over 250. And man, you know, it's I don't know how many. It's like 263 last time I looked about an hour ago. So you know, shout out to everybody who subbed and anybody out here who has a channel, man. Drop your link, man. I know G5, bro. Me and you were like we're like neck and neck. I think we started almost the same time. And bro, I want everybody, all my subs go sub to you, man. You know, G5 knows his fucking boxing. He knows his weed. He's a real bro, man. He's a real dude. You know, what can I say? Please go sub to everybody on here. It's what we do in YouTube. I get up in the morning. I put on this cat, the Gold Professor. Man, this guy is so. I don't even know what kind of show he has, but it's almost like starting my day off with a few on the Toker too. Very, very relaxing, very calming. Just the voice, everything there. Almond Brown salutes. Thanks for stopping in here, man.
True. Appreciate the love, Bruce. You already know how it goes, man.
You know,
salute Almond Brown. Yeah, hey, appreciate it. Yeah, and it was a good show. Like I tell anybody, you know, I don't do this by myself. You know, I might come up with the topic or how I want to set the table, you know, but at the end of the day, I only can go as far as, you know, my subscribers and, you know, the people who rock with me, you know, help take me, you know. So if y'all don't tune in, then I won't get any algorithms. I won't get any clicks. I won't get any views. That's why I always make sure I let people know, like, I don't ask anybody to support my channel. It's a question that's on my banner that if you want to support, then, you know, here's the cash out. But my thing is I work hard. You know what I'm saying? I make me a decent living. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need YouTube money to, you know what I'm saying, satisfy an urge or fill a void. I do it because I got a passion for it. You know, now, you know, I got more, you know, more time and things out the way. So now I can be on more consistent. So yeah, man, as I go, you know, you'll go as well. Cause I mean, other than a handful of people, we have pretty much kind of the same same crowd or the same area. I look at my analytics. You know, the youngest age of my people that tune in to me is 35. You know, I was looking at my analytics from
Yeah,
35 to like.
doing that yesterday too, bro. I just kind of found out how to do that. You know, I found out how to block certain words. You know that troll that comes around with like VTech, it says in the chat. I just blocked that, so I don't even see him. Yeah, I saw him in yours the other day. Sometimes you won't even see him. It's like a Korean virus. But anyway, man, I know what you mean. It's like it's a family, but see, I know there's like 1 billion people out here that are possible viewers, and I like to see these new people stop in here, bro. And Ashley's Corner, bro, the Queens, man, in the liquor spot. Damn. I love going over there. You never know who you're going to see over there. You always see 3 beautiful faces, man. It's like it's like stopping in a bar that you've got. Oh man, like almost like the Foxy lady, where you got the top of the line. Women they don't have to take their clothes off. They just get you going. Just the way they talk, what they talk about. It's it's a cool place. So anybody that hasn't been to the liquor spot, man, go over there and get some Saturday. You could, even if the fights are on, you can put the fights on. You can listen to the ladies at the liquor spot, bro. You hit on your Toker too, bro. That's what you should be doing. Hey, baby, I got no lighter over here. I'm standing here with me a pipe in my hand.
Yeah, everybody got to show the queen some love, man. They do a damn good job, talking on boxing or MMA, and then they shift, after an hour and some change, just talk about just some grown people, whether it's relationship, coming from a woman's perspective, what I'm saying? Then they can look at it from a man's point of view. It's just all around good. It's good shit. So, if y'all haven't been over there, go sub to Ashley's Corner. I'm pretty sure she'll drop her link. And, y'all tap in with the queens, help boost their algorithms up. And just continue to support. Don't just sub to the liquor spot, sub to all the individual channels. Because
oh, you're cracking up, bro. You went off, my brother.
Okay.
But yeah, Tim, you see.
Yeah.
Tim, you see, I'm going to sub your channel,
I went to a bad spot.
I like meeting new people out here, like Tim Musi, man. I've talked to him. He's actually the nephew of the great Bobby Chacon. I don't know if you remember him, G5.
I haven't heard of the name.
Bro, he was a warrior.
When I find out,
he was.
Oh man, you want to research.
Bro, the fight with Bobby Chacon and Bazooka Lamone. It's a 15-round fight. It happened December of 1982. Maybe was it it was either 82 or 83 because I remember my pregnant wife had to go to work that day. It was a blizzard, and I stayed home and I watched the fight. Man, I felt like a chump. What a fight it was, but it was worth it. And man, this is one of the, when they have the greatest fights of all time, the top 10. This is in there. And one day Tim was in my chat and he mentioned, maybe it was even in another chat room. He mentioned anybody ever hear of my uncle Bobby Chacon? And I was like, really, bro? I says, yeah. Is that? And I believe people on here, and I've talked to him a little bit on here, and bro, shout out to Tim Bobby Chacon. Yeah, he's a true champ, 2-time WBC featherweight champ. Absolutely, his fights with Danny Little Red Lopez, with Cornelius Boza Edwards, with Rafael Bazooka Lamone, bro. I mean, Bobby Chacon, even his fight with Ray Boom Boom Mancini. They advertise the fight as tough guys don't dance.
Wow. Yeah, man. Like, some people like, if they was like, oh yeah, this person's my cousin, you have to really do some research. But when you talking about a throwback, old school type of fighter, not too many people can name or know who a lot of these people are. You know, like I tell people, I know quite a bit, but I'm not satisfied because there's still a
But
lot of stuff
the only reason I
that I
know
don't know.
the only reason I know this stuff is because I was just like you, except it was 40 years ago. But just like you watching the fights, man, I bought the boxing mags every week because we didn't have any YouTube apps. We didn't have any talk rooms to go in. So we bought a boxing mag. Maybe 5 a month would come out. And that was our lifeline right there, man. And we read about Bobby Chacon, you know, we read about Marvin Hagler and Hearns and Leonard and all those guys when they were coming up, you know, why they didn't like each other, why those fights were happening, you know, and I can remember that stuff. I still have some of those magazines. My wife just found 200 of them a couple of months ago in the closet, and man. You know, the stuff that I talk about now, like Tim's uncle, bro, Hector Macho Camacho, he was supposed to fight him, but Bobby Chacon, he made millions of dollars. He was a matinee idol, 2-time WBC champ, and he died penniless. He died picking up cans, a crack addict, man. My heart goes out to Bobby Chacon, and a lot of some ex-boxers get are into that, and they get caught in that trap. Bobby Chacon was punched in the head so much. I mean, Bobby Chacon's wife committed suicide. I mean, it was just before he fought the Bazooka Lamone fight. Damn, I mean, this is a tough guy. I mean, this guy would walk through any gang in East LA. He was East LA, bro. 130-pound guy, toughest motherfucker out there, man. Yeah, G5. You check out Bobby Chacon, bro. You're definitely you're gonna enjoy that shit, man. And Tim Moosey, man. Shout out to the family. You let them know that Bobby Chacon's not forgotten out here, bro. If anytime they want to come on my show, bring out some memorabilia, talk about Bobby Chacon, bro. I've seen Bobby Chacon many times. Well qualified to talk about Bobby Chacon, man. He's Hall of Fame right there, man. I don't know if he was elected posthumously or if he was elected while he was alive, but Bobby Chacon is first ballot Hall of Fame, man.
That's dope. Hey, good call on the KQKC channel. I heard you when you called in on there or whatever. I was in the chat. So good shit. That's why I seen his name there. I seen it. Yeah, we was on KC channel earlier on his live, and he had the call line open, and Tim had called in.
Isn't that a cool thing about YouTube though, bro? We can connect with Tim, whose uncle was one of my heroes when I was growing up, man. We didn't have any fucking Superman or fucking Roger Maris or fucking Wayne Gretzky. My heroes were guys like fucking Bobby Chacon, bro, and guys like that. And to talk to somebody, we got a piece of Bobby Chacon's flesh, some of Bobby Chacon's blood in here, man. That's an honor, bro. Shout out to him.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool though. You never know who you're running to across the YouTube world. Some people you never know. So I mean that's the unique. The unique thing about, being on YouTube. I mean, you get to see a lot of people who are just some fake ass men and women, then again, you'll run across some people that you actually draw to and connect with, and you talk to them or kick it with them more than you do your own flesh and blood,
Really, man. That's why I call a lot of people out here my brothers, man. And I mean that, I call everybody, I guess, my brother, but I mean that especially in here, man, because I see you guys more than I see my brothers. I talk to you guys every day, and I would feel so comfortable getting lost in your town and just pick up the phone and G5, bro. I don't know where the fuck I am, but come get me, dude.
Hey, man, I'll be here, man. We'll definitely have to link up, like I tell anybody, my respect for like people that's 10, 15, 20 years older than me, You know, I learn stuff from them all the time. You know, they may learn some stuff from me. That's cool too. But the fact that they respect my boxing knowledge, my mind, and you know, they listen to some of the stuff I've been through over the last year or two, and you know, they're like, "Oh man, yeah, you've been through it, but you know, you're a good solid brother." I'm like, "Hey, I appreciate it." You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, compliments sometimes they go a long way, especially when they come from people who was born way before you or whatever. You know that they hit different to me because anybody that was in your same uh, age bracket that you know they give you some credit. It's cool. You like, I appreciate it. That's what's up. But let it be somebody who's your elder and they see and they respect how you view boxing or sports, or even if it's not boxing, what if it's basketball or football or whatever it is, you know, for the OGs to respect your mind and let you know that, hey, you're doing something right, you know, so keep on pushing. So me, that's motivation to me. That whether it's from Stormy B Man to Kurt Sugar, you know, Scrapbook, all of them have tapped in to my content and they're like, man, hey, you got a good show over here, man. I'm just like, hey, that means a lot to me. I don't know about everybody else, but it means something to me. So,
Bro, you know, you couldn't have stated it more eloquently. But when those three cats gave me the sign of approval, bro, you know, I was skying, bro. You know, I mean, that was acceptance right there. You know, I guess, you know, the OGs accepted it. And, you know, I don't know when I became an OG, bro. You know, I always hung with older guys. And then when I get a little older, I always hung with younger guys. You know, when I was bodybuilding, when I was training, I was always with a different generation, you know, but it's fucked. I guess now, man, I don't know what age group they're gonna count me in, but in 9 more days, bro, I'm gonna be 67, and we're gonna be smoking. I'm gonna be doing fucking 67 hits on that Toker 2 on here, bro.
oh yeah, you definitely in the OG bracket, man. Like you older than some of them. I mean, you've been around. You know your boxing. You know your old school wrestling. You know, so it's like
Hey, you know,
it's a lot of people like myself and a lot of other people can learn from you. So you know, I'm just like that's my OG brother right there. You know, um,
no, I
I'm
think
like I don't give a damn
intact, bro.
what nobody say, but or how they may feel if you know like somebody content creator that they're not cool with or anything like that, man. Do you be yourself? Keep doing that, man. Because I'm like, if two people don't like you and you got 500-600 more that rocks with you, I mean, that one person is not going to, you know, shuffle the deck. So,
Yeah, bro. You know, you can't please everybody out here. I learned that a few months ago, bro. You know, you just gotta be yourself. And hey, man, you know, fuck, man. You know, I bear my sleeve out here because you know, it's just kind of why the fuck should I lie about? Why should I try to cover up anything? Why should I be anybody who I'm not? Because you're gonna find out anyway. And you know, people, what do they create? They put you on blast or whatever the fuck they call it now. Fuck, man. I am what I am, and I've been that for fucking 66 years, bro. And you know, hey, I just love sharing stories out here. I love connecting with guys like you, G5. Oh, my brother Scrapbook. Speaking of the devil, salute, man. Shout out to Scrapbook out there, man. Thank you for stopping in, my brother. But
salute OG Scrapbook.
Yeah, Scrapbook is an OG, bro. I'm a casual. You know, I listen to Scrapbook, and I don't, you know, I'll speak just to let him know I'm still alive. But I'm not going to tell Scrapbook anything that he's on. Maybe some of the stories. That's why I'd love to sit down and talk to Scrapbook about the personal stories I had with boxing. You know, the fights I went to, and the fights he went to. You know, the different ways we got there. And man, you know, I'd love to chop that up sometime with Scrap, because you know that was, you know, from the late 70s up through the 90s. That's when boxing was my drug. That's when it was mainlined in my arm. I was a boxing junkie, you know, and people didn't even want to hang with me because all I was talking about was boxing. That's when, you know, magazines. Even the lady at the magazine store, she'd save them for me and call me up. And then said, "You want me to call you once a month?" I said, "No, call me as soon as they come in," you know. And bro, Scrapbook, damn. Thank you for gracing my chat, Scrapbook. Electro Jeds, shout out to you too, man. I noticed you're out there, man. Peace.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, man, I've been here longer than I wanted to, bro. I just wanted to come on. I wanted to talk about weed a little bit. That was my show. And scrapbook, man, bro. You let me know, man. Anytime, man. My show is open to speaking to you. In fact, when I put this show up, man, I'm gonna put my email in there. Just shoot me an email. Now I'll drop it in there now if it'll go in there, man. And yeah, I definitely like to do something like that, man. That would actually be one of my that'd be probably the highlight of my YouTube career.
Yeah, I got to get Scrapbook on the show, man, and just run it down. And he don't get enough credit for in the boxing community, So a person like me, I want to have him on, and we can make something happen, and just let people just listen to a boxing brain break down some boxing.
Well,
ain't nothing like it. Because a lot of people they don't know shit about boxing, and they need to hear some of the stuff from the true boxing encyclopedia brains type of people. So I'm all for it. I'm a young buck. I just sit back and just soak it up like a sponge.
Oh man, it'd be great. It's great to talk to somebody like that. I went on the Boxing Librarians channel, and I never met the guy before. I was in his channel. He saw me in Drew Titan's chat one night. Drew invited me in there, and we were talking about the best fighters we saw from the United Kingdom. And it wasn't the best of all time, but it was just the best that we saw. And I saw Lloyd Hunnigan, I saw Gary McGuigan, I saw many English boxers. Nigel Benn. We can name some of these great fights, but that's what he asked me to talk about. And the Boxing Librarian, he thought it was he thought we were just newbies who were just naming the greatest fighters from the UK. Who are leaving out all these great fighters from the past, that he was mentioning. And bro, I'm not on that level. I was just to talk about the fights that I saw. And anyway, I got on there. I did a show with the guy. We did a show for over an hour. Maybe it was 2 hours. And we talked about just the stuff I want to talk with Scrapbook about. And it was great. And I don't know what happened. Some crazy YouTube shit. He saw me on some channel that he didn't like. And anyways, he blocked me from his channel, and he's another guy. He's got a mind like Scrapbook. I guess everybody's got their own little fucking quirks about him. But it was really cool being on his channel and participating in the chats. But hey, man, it is what it is. I thank God Scrapbook just came on here, man. And yeah, I guess there's a lot of historians out there, but I'm grateful that I'm hooking up with some of the real ones that take me for what I are. Like you say, G5, man. There's a half dozen people that can't stand us, but there's several that think we're cool. So hey, it is what it is, bro.
That's where I'm at. I'm cool with all of it. I'm cool with either way.
Me
I don't
too,
care
bro.
if you don't like me, if you love me, or whatever the case may be. I'm cool with it. I'm securing my manhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. Like, it's not gonna hurt my feelings, but like,
somebody was saying something about somebody who doesn't like me in a chat room today, and I fucking blocked them. They weren't saying anything about me. They were saying something about somebody who doesn't like the fact that I go to different rooms. But I fucking, I said, fuck that, bro. You're not gonna put shit like that in here. You're not gonna fucking spam anybody out, put their fucking name in here. Bango, they were gone. And I don't fuck, where the fuck I belong. I'm not gonna see anybody fucking do something mean like that. And when I get the power to fucking block them or wherever they are. But anyway, man, it's nothing but love to me, bro. People that don't like me, I still support them. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, man. The funny part about it is that people assume that just because you may have a beef or a riff with a content creator, and I'm cool with you, that just because you don't entertain or go over to their page and give them a like or a view, that I automatically gotta do the same thing. And if I do, now you feel some type of way. I'm not entitled to do anything except what I want to do. You know, no
was
man, no woman's gonna make me do anything that I don't want to do.
no,
So
no. I was directed to pages, by these creators, and I subbed to the pages they directed me to, and I kind of liked it with the flow they were going in. But then all of a sudden, these two guys had a beef, and I'm over there hanging with the options. Like I don't fucking understand what the fuck is going on. So I
uh,
support every channel that I go on. If I don't, I just unsub and I don't go there anymore. But man, I've seen more good out here than I've seen bad. I've seen more love than I've seen hatred.
yeah, and I mean I agree. I mean I'm at the point where, like I said, nobody's gonna dictate the way Gabe thinks, or you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. First of all, you can kiss my ass, and I can do what I want to because I'm a grown man. I'm an individual entity that I have people that I'm affiliated with. You know what I'm saying, and that's just what it is. I love being my own person, my own brand, and if I want to do something, then I'm gonna do it. If I don't want to do it, then I'm not gonna do it. That ain't no slash, no disrespect to nobody,
That's it,
but
bro.
I'm me all the time. Ain't nothing gonna change. And like I say, if you don't like it, shit, I don't care. I really don't.
Fact, bro. And we don't lose a minute's sleep over it either, bro. We are what we are, and I live and die by what I am, bro. Anyway, G5, I'm gonna wrap it up, bro. You got any last words to say for the good people out there?
Oh man, salute to you always, man. I always appreciate coming up here chopping it up with you, man. Y'all keep on smashing. Bruce like button help boost his algorithms up. Tell a friend to tell a friend about them. And the other content creators that that's all in the chat. As well as myself. And y'all can find me at G5_Gabe, Instagram and YouTube. And we constantly building and gonna knock some doors down, in this sport of boxing. I mean, not just boxing, but with just life. Because that's why I don't put boxing on end of or say I'm a boxing channel. No, I'm an all-purpose, jack of all trade channel. We can talk about boxing, football, basketball, life, marriage, sex, divorce. I mean, any topic I name, been there and done it already. So that's where y'all can find me at, man. Again, appreciate you, man. Come up here, chop it up with, talk about some weed, or just give people insight on what a stoner's life look like, and it's more under control than some people might think it is. So again, salute, brother, and we'll catch you back up, man.
Peace, G5. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, everybody, man. This is Bruce Goes. You know where it's at, man. I just want to thank everybody who stopped in here, man. Everybody, man. I hope I shouted you all out when you came in, man. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, and like G5 saying, bro, boxing is my one love, but you don't see boxing at the end of my name, bro. I like to talk about boxing. I like to talk about professional wrestling. I like to talk about music. I love jazz, bro. I have 3,000 jazz albums on vinyl, another couple of thousand jazz CDs, bro. And once I realized what YouTube offers, they're all at the tip of my fingers on my phone, and I put my earbuds in, sounding a million times better. But anyway, bro, I like to talk about jazz. I like to talk about professional wrestling. Of course, I'm going back and boxing, but I also like to talk about nutrition and health, man. That was my bag. That was my occupation for the last 30 years. I was a retailer and a wholesaler of nutritional supplements, and I was a certified personal trainer, a certified nutritional technician. I've dieted dozens and dozens of people, lost hundreds and thousands of pounds of fat, added thousands of pounds of muscle. But back in the day, that was my thing, man. I was in the gym every morning. At 6 o'clock, I had dozens of clients on a daily basis. It was a good life, but I keep the same lust, keeping yourself in shape, drinking a lot of water, watching your diet, man. Because there's no such thing as growing old gracefully. Stick with Bruce Goes. You're going to grow older and older and older. We have to get old, but we don't have to get sick. So I'm going to do the best I can to keep you there. And we talk about that. And you know, and we talk about weed like we talked about today. I think these are the I think I went through 5 subjects, but anyway, man, you know, I appreciate everybody for coming on here, man. You know, life doesn't last forever, bro. You know, there's no guarantee. You're not taking anything with you, man. You know, share what you have. You know, be kind to your neighbor. Be kind to everybody. You know, go out there. You put a smile on your face. You'd be surprised how people smile back, man. You know, hug your wife, man. If you got a mom and pop alive, give them a buzz, man. You know, shoot them a text. You know, the holiday seasons are here, bro. We don't have to give materialistic things. We give ourselves, man. And really, you know, with social media, we can chop ourselves and find pieces. Get in touch with people, man. You know, just to say hello. Let them know you're still hanging in there, bro. Anyway, this is Bruce Goes. That thank you. God bless you for coming in here, man. I'm out of here, man. That was my time. Peace out, man. Peace.